The purpose of this project is to better understand high altitude physiology, and we're doing that through a number of ways. One in particular is monitoring of altitude sickness symptoms, which the young explorers and the Mayo team are filling out on a daily basis. A second method is through the use of wireless monitoring devices, in particular one that measures your oxygen levels in your blood, one that measures your physical activity levels, and one that measures your temperatures while you're exercising and acclimatizing to high altitude. Basically, we want to understand why certain individuals are more susceptible to high altitude illness and why certain individuals are not. And blood oxygen levels and physical activity are primary things to look at when exercising at high altitude.
We're running some tests on the young explorers and some of the Mayo team while we're here doing the climb up the Karakorum mountain range. One of the things we're really looking at is a little exercise test, and we're trying to see how the amount of oxygen in the blood changes as we climb through altitude. Now, it should gradually decrease as we go through, but what we're doing by making the subjects exercise is looking at the rate of drop, so how much oxygen changes, how much it drops throughout the exercise test. We assume the more it drops, the less well acclimatized they are to the altitude. Now, the reason for that is one of the big effects of altitude is the bone marrow is stimulated to produce more red blood cells, which should allow us to carry more oxygen. So if the amount of oxygen you can carry goes down, or goes down to a greater level, we assume you're less acclimatized, and vice versa. If the amount of oxygen in your blood stays relatively stable or doesn't fall as much, then you're better acclimatized. Hopefully from that we can really characterise what is happening with the party as we climb and monitor their physiology the whole way from Islamabad all the way up onto the mountain.